I was with a very small agency out of Brooklyn called Wink. A good friend of mine, Joe, sent me out. When I went, it was really not much of a speaking part. You know, he said, you know what, I told him I didn't want to do extra work. Because, you know, at the very beginning you do it and you realize, you know, I'm not going to get you anywhere. Yes, it's a lot of standing around. And I said, I can't anymore. Anyway, so he sent me to the casting directors. They put me in front of the camera, had me say a couple of things, and I didn't think twice about it. And at this point, I didn't know what the movie was about. What the movie was about, who was involved, none of it. Nothing. You know, you just go, you do the best that you can, and then you walk out and you try to forget about it. Because if you don't, it'll drive you crazy. But then we got a call back.
You're blushing now.
Am I?
Looking good. That's okay, baby. I like the color. That's okay. You having
yes,
fun?
I blush a lot.
You having fun now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So then I got the call back. But I had to go meet the director at the production offices. So I thought, okay, you know. So I go there and I meet up with my cousin Manny Perez. I don't know if you know, but he's been in films for forever.
Oh yes,
yes. He's in this as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, which character? Oh my God, I gotta check it out again. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, and so it's always nice to see him at auditions and stuff, and he has a great film coming out, by the way. Anyway, so I see him, we talk a little, and all of a sudden I walk in, and who do I see but Nick Nolte?
Oh, wow.
And I thought, wow, he's bigger than I thought. He's a big guy. Anyway, so...
too big, too fat, too tall, both?
He's very tall.
He's very
tall, and he's just big everywhere.
Very intense.
Yes, very intense. And I thought, okay, all right, I'm good, okay.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so then I go and I meet Gavin O'Connor, who was the director, who's extremely nice.
Very smart guy.
Very smart guy.
I see the trailer, the documentary behind the scenes. Exquisite.
Yes, and
director.
he did Tumbleweeds, which was a huge hit.
Yes.
It's an independent, but it gained a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So he said, all right, Lissette, you're this character. I'm going to put you on camera, and I'm just going to keep talking to you, and you're going to talk to me like the character. So he puts me on camera for like a half hour, and he's just throwing things at me.
Beautiful.
And I love to improvise.
Sure,
I love it. So I felt like, okay, this is good. And I did it. And then, you know, he said, thanks very much. You did very well. And I left. Didn't think about it. 2 days later, my agent calls me, and he says, guess what? You got cast.
Oh, boy.
And by the way...
Look, I got the goosebumps.
And by the way, Edward Norton is in the film. I said, oh my God. Because, I mean, he has been my favorite actor for so many... He's
great actor.
Just amazing. But at this point, I still don't know that my scenes are with him. So he tells me, okay, you have to go to rehearsal at the bodega where we filmed, which is up on 158th Street, something like that. So I still don't know what's going on here. So I go, I meet the guy who's going to play my husband.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
And, you know, we started talking and everything. All of a sudden, here comes Edward, walking like, you know, I'm just a regular Joe, which he is. I mean, everyone, we're just lucky enough to be doing what we're doing, but we're just normal people. Yes. But, you know, you see someone on the big screen and you're like, holy Jesus. Yeah, because they're bigger than life up there. So he introduced himself. Hello, I'm Edward. And, you know, I shook his hand, and I thought, wow, this is surreal.
So cool.
I mean,
I would have lost I dropped dead. I faint right there.
Not only is he my favorite actor, but I'm thinking, I'm actually acting with this man.
Sure.
Anyway, from
you were
that...
right there with him. I told you before, and I'm telling you now.
He makes it
Him.
very easy. He has no ego. He has no ego. They were both, a lot of what we did wasn't even scripted. Yeah. It wasn't scripted. It was just, it was just going back and forth. Oh, does that sound good? Does that sound right? He loves to, you know, improvise and to rehearse and stuff.
And he's very open.
He is. He's extremely open, and he's extremely giving, and they were both so generous with me because they made me feel like I was actually part of something, you know, like what I thought and felt was, you know, valid, which, you know, it's a great feeling to be working with these people who, you know, really know their stuff and are so good at what they do, and obviously they, you know, they appreciate what you do, and it was great.